wirklich egal.
At least you're being honest. I can't believe that the fate of the entire world has been left in the hands of a nihilist.
Selber schuld?
The princess shifts in uncomfortable confusion.
Me too. I don't care.
Ja, siehst
She
du.
wasn't confused for long. If she doesn't care, then clearly she didn't end the world. It would take a great desire for evil to do something so inconceivable, and our dearest has not an ounce of cruelty within her. All is well, and it's high time we rescued our beloved.
Genau. Didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you again?
I'm okay with whatever
Out
you come
can-
up with. You can cut my arm off again.
I'm okay with whatever you come after.
We won't be
Oh.
laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
Können wir hier nicht mit dem Messer ringsum machen?
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird? She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behaviour and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
Rescue
No.
the princess.
I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I would if you had a weapon.
Was? Hä? Oh nö. Ist das Lock? Ah, no, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, you will what? Take over our bodies and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought. You wouldn't.
No.
I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
Oh, guck mal die breite Kette an und ihr Arme.
I
Oder?
can't believe it. But I guess I have to.
Mhm.
I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
Gott.
I'm free. And you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Gern geschehen.
The princess jumps
Aw.
up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved.
Ist das ein Kink oder?
Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
Oh.
What do we do now?
Weiß ich nicht. What do you want to do? We leave, and then we have our whole lives to figure out what we want to do next. What do you want to
Let
do?
me guess. End the world?
Es ist dein King, nicht meiner.
Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world?
Mhm.
You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
Was sagt, dass das die Truth ist? Ja.
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her
Aw.
eyes in deep reflection.
Oh, putzig.
And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Meckens? Meckens klingt gut, ja. I want you to tell me what you want. Oh Gott. Ewiger Sockel. There must be something you want. Do you want to end the world? Just want to leave. We can figure out the rest later. If you want to leave, then let's leave. There must be something you want.
I just want to make you happy.
Musik?
She can't just want to make us happy. It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
Ich hätte jetzt eher gedacht aus Dankbarkeit wegen rausholen, aber Musik sagt nein. I want you to tell me what you want. But what would make you happy?
I just want to make you happy.
Is she broken? What's going on? What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
Nee, trotzdem nicht. You have to want something more than just make me happy. But you need your own thing. You just met me. You can't base your entire happiness around me. Klar kannst du. I want you to make me unhappy. What? Make me unhappy? Do you want to end the world? I want you to tell me what you want.
I just want to make you happy.
Ist das eine Puppe?
This isn't right. I don't know what's going on, but this isn't right.
Ja.
I fail to see the problem here. She's just sweet on us. You don't have to act like it's a big deal.
You have to want something more than just to make me happy.
Okay, I'll find something else to want if that makes you happy.
Ist es besser geworden oder schlechter?
Is it just me, or does it feel like we're alone right
It's
now?
all she wanted.
Like we're
and
the
they
only
left
ones
it.
here?
Huch. Tschüss. It's void. You don't get the chance to ask another question. Something has taken her away and it's left something else in her place.
She was our perfect match. She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Rote News im Nichts außer der Spiegel.
And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went and I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her. The narrator is gone. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror. Oh.
It is. Does that mean the world ended?
Die ist ja einfach so verschwunden,
A
also.
villain vanquished.
I don't know. Oops. Where she went and I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her.
Right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. I can't believe she was taken away from us. The nerve.
I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right? I'm begging you, don't do this.
Hä? I'm begging you, don't do this. Wir sind doch der Hero. Hä? Approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. We are gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. The body, it's you. Ist das Flügel oder ist das ein Bein? Sieht ja aus, als würde da so hocken. Erkennt fast gar nichts. Okay. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quite quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. What cabin? Sieht aus, als würde sie brennen. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Solitary lights? What do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
Bloß Gedanken? What do you think I am? I don't know what I am. I'm a person. Ich weiß ja nicht, was ich bin, also, okay.
I think that you are like me.
Gedanken?
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own.
Alte Musik.
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Kann unten in Zwischenwelt sein, keine Ahnung. Let her out of here.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Ich hoffe doch. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Okay.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Es ist sie der Part, der die Welt zerstörte, oder was? But were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Kommt drauf an. Do we know each other? Nee, wir haben uns ja das erste Mal getroffen, ne?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Die schaut mir in die Seele. What happens now? Attack? Nee. Destroy your body? Nee, what happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
Das scheiß Kabel. There's nothing as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. Okay, weißt du wie?
There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Bloß vielleicht? Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you? How much will I forget? How many more pieces of you do I have to find? Ach Gottchen. Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
How much will I forget? How much do I will forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
How many pieces genau?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Was mit der Welt jetzt draußen? Na, der weiß das ja nicht. I was sent to slay the princess, to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
Wenn man so sieht, ja. You are being semantic. Was ist ein Semantic? Tut mir leid. Semantic. Semantisch, ja, wow. Was? Semantik. Semantik. Hä? Semantik. Semantik. Semantisch. Was ist semantisch? Hat er bloß mit SCH übersetzt, wow. Geht so weiter, tut mir leid. Semantisches Gedächtnis. Die Semantik betreffend semantische Forschung. Was meint semantisch? Semantik ist die Lehre von der Bedeutung von Wörtern, Sätzen und Texten. Sie beschäftigt sich damit, wie Bedeutungen in der Sprache repräsentiert sind und wie diese durch den Gebrauch der Sprache vermittelt werden. Wie die Bedeutungen der Sprache repräsentiert sind und wie durch den Gebrauch von Sprache vermittelt werden. Being Semantic. Was willst du bloß lernen? What are you doing to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
I'm not going back. Wait, okay, make me forget. Wir warten mal.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Wenn die das Unendlichkeit ist. Wait forever?
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping?
Oh, klingt
If
schön.
you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage? You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Huch. Hat sich geschlossen. Gut, okay. Sie will warten. Aber die Zeit habe ich nicht.
You have returned to me. Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
Return to me, though you were gone mere moments, ja. Was passiert eigentlich, wenn man noch länger wegbleibt? Oh nein, jetzt hast du das Bild wieder verschoben. Und jetzt kann ich das Vollbild machen, hä? Danke, du hast mir geholfen. Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
No.
You won't.
Oh. Ja gut, wenn wir alles vergessen, ne? Everything goes dark and you die. Bring the deconstructed damsel to her.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of...
Jetzt sind wir wieder am Anfang. Tun wir mal das erste überschreiben. Und wir laden mal das hier. Just want... do we want to end the world? Ne, wir exploren mal nicht. Die sieht schon nicht so schön aus. I just want to leave. We can figure out the rest later. If we want to leave, then let's leave. This isn't right. Let's just get out of here. Just want to leave. We can figure out how the rest
That sounds perfect.
Ah, schön.
Oh, phew. She's back to normal. Normal? What are you talking about? Our angel has always been like this. Absolutely flawless. Princess
Oops,
takes
tonight.
your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers.
No.
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it.
Genau.
I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this.
Oh.
And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move.
Genau.
Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Klar.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair.
Genau.
We're supposed to leave now.
Haben es uns verdient.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
No, genau. Do you think you can open it? I think we can open it if you try together. I think I've got this. Open the door by yourself. Du darfst mal exploren.
Well, I don't know. Do you think I can?
Du kannst alles schaffen, wenn du bloß
Of
willst.
course she can. You believe in her, right? Nobody is leaving this basement.
Yeah, I think you've got this. I think we can open it together. Together.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
With the power of love.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door. Together. Blech. And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me? I told you our love was insurmountable. You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade. That's right, there's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
Falsch. Das stand hier drüben, hä? Take the blade. Das war jetzt der neue Anfang, ne? Speichern wir hier. You're not doing that.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
Wie war das von Star Wars? I hate you. You should fight against the Sith, not join them oder sowas. I hate you.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Ja.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside.
Your love will set you free.
A happy ending at last.
Ja.
We did it. What should we do now?
Laufen?
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
Oh.
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Weg war sie. But you don't get the chance to make the jacket. Something has taken her away and has left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? Is that a...
You know where she went? Okay.
I'm begging you,
Commercial.
don't do this.
Approach the middle.
This doesn't... Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here?
Where's my distance to approach? Genauso wie vorher. Und jetzt quiet hier. Das sie jetzt wieder.
Something
Schön.
finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What are you? The gift of the fragile vessel. Is this the end of the world? Let her out of here. Of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Gift of fragile vessel. And das kennen wir ja schon alles. Do we know each other? Die Musik. Oh.
You are familiar, but you are not me.
Ne, das kennen wir schon. Ja, ich will das schon fast chronisch. You will cut across the entity in front of you, but nothing happens.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
Okay. Destroy your body. Oh. You raise your will to end your life, but as it buries into the space of your body, should be, you feel nothing at all. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward, and gently touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Okay. What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Okay, make me
She
forget.
asks that I tell you to remember her.
Oh,
You won't.
Alter. Boah. Bring the damsel to her. Haben wir doch schon.
Your Honor.
Gut, dann laden wir mal. Das hier war das, ne? Das ist das gleiche Ende wie vorher. Take the blade and slay the princess.
You take the blade from the table,
Oh.
turning its tip towards the unsuspecting princess. Thank you.
Oh. Ich will das
Wait.
nicht machen.
No, you barbarian, what are you doing?
But you ignore the pleas of the foolish little voice and strike. The princess's eyes grow wide with terror as the blade falls, but she does absolutely nothing to stop you. Your blade pierces her heart. She collapses pathetically to the ground.
Alter, das ist was für ein Arschloch, Alter.
I'm sorry. Did I do something wrong?
Nein.
No, my love, you did nothing wrong. I'm sorry, not you.
I'm going to die now. I think that's what you want.
And just like that, she's dead. And the world is saved. Thank you for seeing this through. I know it must have been difficult.
Lady Killer, slay an innocent.
Oh, I feel sick.
Sick. You took part in the murder of the fairest creature that's ever lived. And you merely feel sick. I, for one, am absolutely distraught. Grief-stricken. Inconsolable.
You'll get over it. You just saved everyone.
Get over it. You smarmy ass. There's nothing in the world worth getting over it for. We might as well just end it all.
Getting over it ist will ich nicht spielen, danke.
You raise the blade,
Huch.
aiming the point directly towards your heart. Excuse me? No, you absolutely do not do that.
Scheinbar ja schon.
Yeah, let's not make any rash decisions. We should give ourselves a minute, take a deep breath, and
Rash. The only rash decision we've made was running our cursed blade through her heart. This is far from rash. This is measured. This is the only thing left for us to do now that she's gone.
Okay. I'm the one who makes the decisions here, and I say no. If that's what you want to do, let's see what happens. Ich will more perspectives. Wie viele gibt's da? Say no. Aber ich will.
What? No, let's not do that.
You won't use your fancy reverse psychotherapeutics on me, murderer. We're dying together right now.
Hab ich mich gerade verklickt?
All of you may have previously thought that my passions were too great to stifle, but those were merely passions of joy. My passions of sorrow run deeper than the ocean itself, and you'll find that they are far more unstiflable. Have it you! Have it you all!
Hab ich mich gerade verklickt? Reich, Tony, du bist mitten, das Reich. What? No, let's not do that. Oh, zeigt sie nicht an. Oh.
I don't believe this.
What? What don't you believe?
You plunge the blade into your own heart and collapse to the floor.
Sie lebt aber noch.
Can't be serious. Why are you helping him? I'm not. He just made it happen. I'm sorry.
That's right. You're all sorry.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Huch, Chapter 3, The Grey.
You're on a path
Huch.
in the woods.
You horrid monster. Do you think just because we've returned to the woods you've earned my forgiveness? Our beloved had best be alive and well when we return to the cabin, or you'll never know the end of my wrath.
She won't be alive and well when we return to that cabin, because she's dead. We killed her.
Voice of the cold.
You killed her, and so I killed you.
And you clearly didn't do a good enough job. I'm still here. Oh, and I'm still here too.
If you lot get to be blessed with seemingly eternal life, that must mean she's still there, waiting for us to throw ourselves at her feet in remorse.
I doubt it. I think I'm better at killing than you are. So you've been here before. Of course you've been here before. What count is it this time? 2? It's our 3rd. What gave it away? Your open discussions.
I couldn't care less what he knows. Every second we stand around arguing in the woods is a second that I'm anxiously worrying about her. Take us to the cabin and take us there now. With each passing moment, our relationship may be damaged even further, though I fear the rift between us may already be permanent.
Ja, das glaube ich
And
auch.
if it is permanent, then what? You'll kill us again.
Wäre eine Option.
Oh, you just wait and see. My vengeance will echo the depths of my bereavement.
Bereavement, keine Ahnung.
Don't provoke him. I prefer if we didn't die again. I'm not fond of dying. Why not? You've already done it twice. It was unpleasant. It was only unpleasant because you think it's supposed to be unpleasant.
Okay.
I'll make you feel what I feel if it's the last thing I do. And mark my words, you won't like it when it happens.
Oh, how exciting. I'd love to see you try.
Can I? Well, I'm not just going to try. I'm going to actually do it.
I'm looking forward to it.
Good. I am too.
Ich hab Spaß, die
Can I
zwei.
talk now? Yes, I can. Great. Now that you're listening, let me remind you that if you're here in the woods, it means that the princess is not dead, and that her very existence currently poses a direct threat to the entire world.
Woher weiß der das? Wir haben sie getötet, das weiß der. Also sie sind nicht tot. Ach, ich verstehe es nicht. We haven't talked enough about how different this place is. It wasn't different last time. What happens if we don't go to the cabin? Huch. I'm the one in charge here. And if we slay her again, you are not going to make us kill ourselves. Is that clear? What happens next? It seems like all our answers are in the cabin. We might as well see this through. Proceed to the cabin. I'm done with this. Bye. Es wird das gleiche Ende wie vorher sein. Haben wir nicht genug darüber geredet.
If this isn't the same path in the woods you're used to, that means that her influence is already spreading and you're running out of time.
Wait. But if her influence is spreading, that means there's hope. That means our beloved is waiting up there for us, ready to make amends.
Yes, I already told you that she's alive. Don't mind him. I don't think he's doing too well.
I'm doing better than any of you. I'm doing great. She's alive.
Influence doesn't require life. But if things restarted, why wouldn't she be alive? Who said they restarted? All they've done is changed.
I shan't listen to the vile mutterings of you serpents. Onward! Our living, breathing princess awaits us.
Was, wenn wir nicht dahin gehen?
She'll find a way out eventually and the world will still end. The only way this resolves is if you find her and slay her before that happens.
Again he makes her out to be a monster. I'm tired of all this slander. She's never hurt anyone in her life except for us, and that was our fault.
We don't know that. She could have done all sorts of things we weren't around to see. Turn around and leave, go to the cabin. I'm fine with either. So long as we don't just do the same thing again. That would be boring.
I'm the one in charge here, and if we slay her again, you are not going to make us kill ourselves. Is that clear?
Oh, it's clear, you murderer. Though I should remind you that you're not as in charge as you seem to think you are.
I went the narrator, no?
I'm sure his outburst last time was just a fluke. I wouldn't worry about him. Besides, if he kills us again, he kills us again. It doesn't matter. He'll tire out eventually. The flame of passion always burns out in the end.
So negativ.
Spoken like a true cynic. Enough bickering. Just stay focused and get to the cabin.
Whatever happens next, it seems like all our answers are in the cabin. We might as well see this through. Ja, klar.
I'm sure you've already heard my words of warning in one of your past lives. You've already managed to slay her once, just... don't muck it up this time, alright? Oh, we'll muck it up alright. We'll get our happy ending, even if it damns each and every person who's ever lived. Whatever you do, don't let him influence a single decision. He's clearly lost it. I hate that I'm agreeing with him on anything, but I really don't like being at the whims of someone so unstable. It's stressful. Yes, having all those feelings isn't very productive, is it? But we're just passengers here. Why stress over something you can't control?
Hat er recht.
You're saying that like stress is just something you can turn off. It is. It's easy. Whatever happens, happens. Are you even alive? What's the point of doing anything if you're not going to feel a single emotion? I don't know. I just exist. And that's fine with me. This is horribly unproductive. The cabin and your extremely important destiny await.
Kannst du nicht sein lassen,
The interior of the cabin
guys.
feels dry and brittle. Ancient dust-covered wooden beams hold up a crumbling ceiling like mummified ribs, each elegantly carved detail of the stately building preserved in an extended stasis. Everything here has been kept safe and dry and lifeless. But you're not alone. You can feel something watching you. There is a figure faintly outlined against the dusty wood of the far wall. Is that her?
Könnte her sein.
Our beloved. So she does live. She doesn't look very alive to me. Before you can make a move, the figure is gone, vanishing behind the door on the far side of the room.
Der Mirror?
The door at the end of the room, but there isn't a door. It's just that damn mirror again. Ah, yes, the mirror. So we can see the monster we've become. If it even lets us look before it vanishes too. The mirror? Is this some kind of joke? Did you all plan this out before dying? There is no mirror. There's the door to the basement, the table, and the pristine blade. Huh. That's strange. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
Warum ist da kein Tisch?
Maybe it's gone because we've already killed her with it. Perhaps it's gone because an oh-so-deserved guilt has started to worm its way into each and every one of you. Perhaps all of you do feel just as bad as I about what we've done. Though if you felt the oppressive guilt I feel, we would have manifested that weapon directly into our heart.
Oh, Alter. Der lost it.
I suppose it doesn't matter why the blade is gone, but you're going to have to find it if you're going to do this right. So why don't you march over to that door and make your way down to the basement?
So viel Content gerade, boah. But where's no door?
As if something as flimsy as a missing door would stop us on our sacred quest. Cross the room, find our way back to her, make things right. You're clearly hallucinating, but I'd rather not get into it with you right now. The door to the basement is on the far side of the room, whether you can see it or not. not.
Approach the mirror.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You must think you're looking at that mirror you mentioned earlier, the one that doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open the door. It's still so hazy. We should try and clean it off. Yes. Trying to touch it does seem to be the magic spell to get it out of our way.
Wipe the mirror.
It's time for all of you to see what we've become.
Trommelwirbel.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. The handle is just a little to your right, and a little down. So much for our reflection. We didn't need to see ourselves anyway. I'm much more interested in seeing other things.
And what for
I
things?
see. We are too hideous for even a mirror to behold. We can only hope she might still see some good in us.
Wird man gleich
No
rausfinden.
way left to go but down.
Wird man gleich rausfinden.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an antique staircase lit by weak torchlight.
Sieht traurig aus.
The air here is so stale it practically stands still, as if the very molecules of this place have been fossilized, trapped for eons until your arrival. Even the blaze of the torches can't penetrate the odorless air, as if they'd run out of fuel to burn ages ago, their light still flickering more out of habit than from adhering to a physical reality. A wispy figure watches you from the bottom of the stairs, face veiled in shadow. There she is again. My love. She's just an old memory. Your eyes lock for a brief moment, then she vanishes around the corner.
I'm sorry about the last time. Are we good? Is anyone there? I think we have a lot to talk about. I don't have a weapon. There wasn't anything upstairs for me when I got here. I think we have a lot to talk about.
You receive no. Do you think she's upset with us? Don't like being here unarmed after what happened last time. I feel so exposed.
Of course she's livid, and with good reason.
You aren't helping. Are you scared of a little ghost? What's she going to do? Look at us until we feel bad?
Boah, Alter.
She can look all she wants. It won't do anything. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, her wrist still bound to the wall by a heavy chain.
Aber das wollen wir nicht. Das wollen wir nicht.
This cell is a dark and isolated place, with not so much as a window to allow starlight to penetrate the gloom. See? She's dead.
No. What foul trickery is this? How can this be? We just saw her alive and well a moment ago, floating away transparently.
Whatever we saw was a ghost. Thought we were all on the same page. Do try to keep up. Your thoughts are interrupted by the sound of a slamming door and a clicking lock. You turn to see the shade of the princess staring down at you from the top of the stairs, clutching a brightly burning torch. So that's where the blade is. It's already in her heart. And yet she isn't dead.
Naja. Sie ist beides.
She is dead. Have you never heard of a ghost before? Oh, for the love of... Can we not waste time arguing over the semantics of what is and isn't dead? She is clearly conscious. She clearly just slammed the door on you, and she clearly has a weapon. Your pristine blade sticking out of her chest. Yeah,
Oops.
dead or not, what are we supposed to do about her? Slaying or destroying, if we want to be a little more death neutral, seems off the table.
We make amends. She obviously still holds us in her heart. She's bearing a torch for us and everything.
But she hasn't said anything. Are you sure she can talk like this?
Das ist eine gute Frau. Wenn, dann macht sie es bestimmt mit Gästen, ne?
You came back. I missed you.
That angelic voice. I missed you too, my beloved.
You sure snapped back to your old self quick.
Yes. Seeing her dazzling countenance again has reignited the warmth in my heart.
I have found it in me to forgive the sins this body has committed. We can have our perfect romance after all.
This is a bad place. We're supposed to be together, but it keeps making us hurt each other.
The torch falls from the princess's hand and bounces down the stairs.
It'll be so much better when it's gone.
Wenn was ist Grund?
The skeletal wood of the basement, perfectly
Ach so.
dry after uncountable years of desiccation, immediately catches fire.
She's trying to kill us. A misplaced escalation of her passions, but clearly she still cares for us. I say we burn with her.
Why did you close the door? Let me out. Are you trying to kill me? I'm going to burn. Are you mad at me for killing you? I'm sorry. Rush for the blade? Nee.
I'm not mad at you. You gave me so much to think about. And it's all going to be over soon. It's all going to be better.
She's holding a grudge.
Kleines?
She wouldn't. She's perfect.
The fire grows quickly, devouring the basement, dancing up the walls and painting every surface with strokes of flame. You're choked by smoke, and the air around you grows uncomfortably warm.
We've never burned to death before. I wonder how it's going to feel.
Das will ich nicht fühlen.
Bad! I bet it'll feel really, really bad! Yes, it will be terrible, so you'd better come up with something to do and fast. Your personal safety is far from the only thing she's threatening right now.
I think a bit of fiery passion is good for the world. You're just trying to spoil her fun.
I'm not spoiling anything. I'm trying to prevent oblivion.
Why did you close the door? Let me out. To burn. The blade will ich nicht. Die Tür ist ja zugeschlossen. I'm going to
It's
burn.
okay. I'm going to burn too. And then we won't hurt anymore.
She's right about the last part. Burning doesn't hurt forever.
The heat grows in intensity as the flames draw ever nearer. You can practically feel your skin sizzling already.
Oh.
If you're going to try and stop her from killing you and destroying the whole world, you'd better do something, and you'd better do it now.
I wonder if we look good right now. Fire makes a lot of things look good. I can only imagine how dazzling our eyes are in the dancing flames. Do you think she's noticed?
I don't want to burn to death. We don't have to, right?
Ihr wäre es eigentlich fast egal, weil die ja dann zusammen sterben. Ich rush mal zur Door.
As you rush up the stairs, the entire cabin erupts into a raging inferno. You ignore the princess, throwing yourself headlong against the door, bashing at it with your clenched fists in a vain attempt at freedom. It's no use. You're stuck here. Your skin starts to bubble. As layers of you peel away into raw, seeping burns, you feel a hand on yours. You turn to see the princess, face bright and smile wide with manic affection. She clutches you close to her chest, watching with loving eyes as the flames eat you away, bit by bit. The pain is unbearable at first. Every inch of you screams as your flesh is stripped away, your muscles stiffening as they're cooked, your blood boiling in your veins. But it isn't long before the flames take your nerves, and with them, your ability to feel much of anything. See? That wasn't so bad. It was so bad.
Somehow, nothing is so much worse.
You'll get used to it. There are still the feelings of the heart. Those never go away.
Oh, they always do in the end. You just haven't experienced enough. Eventually you'll want them to stop too. You'll make them stop. Trust me.
The princess's smile never fades.
Her skin peels away, and then her muscle, until all you can see is her charring skull, locked in an eternal grin.
Warum halten wir eigentlich das Messer? Warum hat die uns dahin geführt?
It's very romantic, really. We got our happy ending after all. We can die happy.
Bin ich gespannt, was er jetzt sagt. But despite your best efforts, you do not die, and she is gone. Something has taken her away.
She's gone. And there's that mirror.
Don't know where she went. Narrator. Okay.
I'm begging you.
The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels... I don't know. Final.
Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just...
Ignore the cowards. You have.
Mist, ich hab zu schnell geklickt. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
Déjà vu.
Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see.
Ignore the cowards. You have to look.
The voice just feels small distant as you approach. Gaze. Silence is always forward, but mirrors, it's time to what's in it. So, ja, kann man ja schon. Sieht genauso aus wie vorher. You're alone in a place and the quiet here. Ist ja jetzt genau das gleiche. Ja, der Captain. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What are you? The gift Is this the end of the world? Let her out of here. Do you know the narrator? Are you the what sent me to slay the princess? Kennen wir ja alles schon. In this place, are you princess? Do we know each other? What happens now? Okay, das war's schon.
Nothing, as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that there is no exit. Bring me more perspective.
Kennen wir ja schon. Just get find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Which will I forget? More pieces?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find.
Ja. Was sent to slay the princess? Did I help you? Okay.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Wenn man alle Enden hat, gibt es dann eins, wo sie das nicht macht, wo wir sie nicht vergessen?
You won't.
Knack. Bring the burnt grey to her. A burning vessel.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin, you're here to...
Ja. The end of the world, what are you talking? Das ist halt wieder am Anfang, ne? Get it, I don't know, rewards. Thanks for telling me, sweet, I've always wanted. Okay. Dann speichere ich hier mal. Dann bedanke ich mich fürs Zuschauen. Geht irgendwann mal wieder weiter. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen. Bevor ich es überhaupt vergesse. Danke für eure Subs. Jonathan, Eisbär, Balloonhead, Caitlin, VT und dein Chef, also X dein Chef. Wäre auch schön, wenn ihr immer mit reinschauen würdet. Wenn ihr Zeit habt, Lust habt. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Bye bye.